This is Phil 210, and I'm back with another short video, and it's about the spread of Islam. There is a lot of people, and even some, Westerners, they, and especially after 9/11, they say, well, Islam is a religion of peace. And as hard and as much as people try to show verses from Quran and just different evidence that Quran is not religion of peace. People still, and I think is out of ignorance and out of just fear, maybe. But today I have this video that I have four short videos that I from a very popular Islamic scholar, Yasser Qadi. And sometimes, he gets very, very honest. And a lot of Muslims now don't like him. But he's very intellectual. And I think sometimes just truth, hits him so hard. And he just speaks the truth. So today, I just want to, speak about this, the spread of Islam and Dawah. Is Dawah, and what is Dawah? Dawah is an invitation. It basically is just the word means to invite people to Islam. But what happens in most cases, because and Muslims say, "Oh, look, these are some Europeans converting. These are some American converting," without understanding. Because even 85% of Muslims don't speak Arabic, let alone people who can't even pronounce Arabic words. And they, you come and give them a flowery speech, and hey, voila, they convert because maybe they have an issue, whatever, for whatever reason, but they don't get the full picture. But this guy today, he's going to talk about Dawah, and he's going to talk about how the real reason Islam, expanded in the past. Okay, let's look at the first video, and it talks about Dawah, or the invitation to Islam. And Yasser Qadi, I'll let you watch it, but he's basically saying it doesn't work.
Again, maybe because of who I am, but I can't sugarcoat this. I have to be brutally honest with you because I want you to understand da'wah is not so simple. You go knocking on doors, you preach to them, give them a pamphlet, and then they're going to convert. We've done this, been there, done that. I did this when I was 17 years old in Houston, and now I'm in my 40s. It doesn't work. And if anybody tells you otherwise, I'm sorry, but they're lying to you, or they're mistaken or whatever. Da'wah, generally speaking, is a dry field. In my humble opinion, da'wah is not primarily done via the tongue, via intellectual arguments, via solid, logical, rational debate. It doesn't done that way. It's not done that way.
So you heard it right from him. Yeah, da'wah does not work. And this guy, he's not just any scholar. This guy went to big schools, and he studied, and and he's thinking, and there is a crisis of conscience, within him, and you can hear it very, very clear. He has a struggle that goes inside because he's alienating some people even in his community. But okay, next he's going to talk about basically his friends, and those two, the guy on the left is Yasser Qadi. The guy in the middle is Zakir Naik, and he's from India also. And the guy on the far left, he's now deceased. That's Ahmad Didat. In the 80s, he's a loudspeaker, and he knows a lot about the Bible. Same with Zakir Naik. But Yasser Qadi here says, although I love both of them, but the tactics just don't work. Let's watch the second video.
So we need to overcome this issue of da'wah being an intellectual exercise, of da'wah being a rational argument of knowing how to respond to these debates. No, on the contrary, conversion to another faith is not usually an intellectual process, it is a psychological one. It is an emotional one. When you convert, it's not, generally speaking, because of a deep-seated philosophical debate that you had with somebody else. Not at all. Look around you. Who converts in our own community? The number one group of converts are those married to Muslims. I was impacted by Didat. Zakir Naik is somebody I consider to be a friend. I was with him many, many times. But the brutal fact of the matter is those tactics did not convert hundreds and thousands of people. That's just the fact. What it did was, it reaffirmed our iman. We loved Didat more than those outside of our faith. It affirmed our iman. It made us strong in our faith. But the fact of the matter is, it didn't convert a lot of people. On the contrary, to be brutally honest, that mannerisms actually turned a lot of people off, if you knew what was going on back in the 80s or not.
Did you just see that? He just threw them under the bus. Zakir Naik, you can add to that Ahmad Didat, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawah, all the Dawah Gandhist. He just says, hey, that doesn't work. But how does Islam spread? And that's the purpose of this video. How does Islam spread in the past and even now in some countries? Okay, we're going to watch this video here, since he said there is nothing intellectual about dawah. It is not anything that something that you think about. It is just basically snake charmers. I mean, that's basically what I get from watching that video. Is like people convert to Islam, by it's like, hey, my friends did, I will also. Or this is here where he gets brutally honest. How do people convert to Islam? Let's watch this video.
As I said, historically speaking, the vast majority of converts that converted across the globe, it was because of groupthink. Your people are converting, you're going to convert as well. Well, that's not going to happen by and large in this land unless Allah wills a miracle, but that is atypical. It has never happened in human history, as far as I know, where people just converted en masse by themselves. Always it was either the political dominion or their rulers, and essentially that's another type of political dominion, right? And by the way, this is why I never sugarcoat the political expansion of Islam. It's ludicrous to do so. Listen to my seerah. Listen to when I talked about Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anhu and the wars of expansion. And I go into this detail. Was Islam expanded by the sword? And I'm very frank. This is not the time to go into there. But because of my experiences, I never sugarcoat. I never give you a romanticized view and then the truth is other than that. Because it doesn't work that way. We would not be here today as Muslims if Muhammad ibn Qasim and Amr ibn al-As didn't go and want to conquer Hind and Egypt for reasons that were no threat to Islam. We thank Allah that Ibn Qasim came to our lands. I thank Allah that Islam came through political means. And that's what we have to be blunt about.
People converted to Islam in the past and even in the recent past by using the sword. As soon as the so-called Prophet Muhammad died, many people left Islam, and those who are followers of Muhammad, they came up with these things called Hurub al-Radda, the wars of the apostate. A lot of honest Muslim scholars, even now, they confirm that without the sword, Islam would not have moved um, from Arabia to to Egypt, Africa, Spain, India, all those places. It's because the sword. So it's you heard it from from a very popular, very intellectual scholar, Muslim scholar. So you make up your mind. In the other hand, the invitation, the Christian evangelism, Christian invitation, it's choose you this day. It says the Bible, all through the Bible, you read it through the Bible, say, choose you this day whom you will serve. God gives us a choice, whether you want to serve him or not. You know, um, God is love, and love gives you freedom to choose. Because if there is a compulsion with in a religion, that means there's no love in it. I have to come. I mean, I have to force you to join this religion. It's just some food for thought.